What is up, guys? Welcome here in on the April 30th, 2025 patch note right now for Throne and Liberty. These are the Korean patch notes, and they have some really cool changes, plus some teasers for the upcoming events we should be getting in North America and EU. In the West here, the coolest change, in my opinion, there's actually a bunch of balance changes in this patch too. But the coolest change, in my opinion, is actually right here, and it is now the die system. So what they're going to do is they're actually going to disconnect like the color scheme of your item with the item itself. So like you could literally separate the item from its own stats. So basically you could be wearing different items in the game like cosmetically without actually having that item on now, so that you can like mix and match and like do fashionista Throne of Liberty, which is the true end game of any MMOs. So like, yeah, you could literally like put on and wear any belt that you want and still have your normal like actual gear on. You can just have the coolest looking one on, as they're going to demonstrate right here in this video. You use this you watch them, they can basically you can just show whatever you want, and that's really cool too. Look at that, guys. We're getting the color, like the palette now as well, which is super sick for basically every general item in the game, or at least a lot of them, not everyone, but a lot of them. And this system is being added. This opens the door for all kinds of fashion contests. We're going to be looking at it. We're going to be checking out the characters. Really cool updates from the devs there, so W them for giving that to us. But yeah, you can see there's a whole different palette color scheme, and you can mix and match any armor set basically in the game, at least that I can tell. You can see how many different armor sets they've got here that you can separate out, and you can wear that armor set without actually having that on as your gear, which is pretty cool, and then dye it whatever color you want. There is a brand new event, and you guys thought you liked goblins cinema. Now there's the Open the Lucky Mystic Portal event. Okay, so basically, guys, you just interact with those mystic portals you've seen floating around in the world, but now they're going to be lucky mystic portals. It's like, and when you interact with them, they have a 100% chance to take you in and get some crazy good rewards. Let's take a look at this. Hold on. Okay, so you're gonna get these keys, which allow you to enter these portals, and you're gonna run around in the world, and you're gonna enter these portals and have a good time with them. Basically, every day you should get 5 keys, so you should be able to go out and interact with 5 portals every day, assuming that you're logging in every single day. Over the course of the event, you will log in for 14 days, which is, of course, 70 keys. And you're like, okay, well, what do you get from this? Okay, so what do you get from going in the portal? You can either have a normal treasure bag, which is like the lowest quality one, a general treasure chest, or a golden treasure chest. Believe it or not, they all give kind of the same rewards, whether it be solent, ores that you need to upgrade your gear and your different skills and things like that, like your skill books and things like that. So all of that different crafting, and you can get it in various amounts depending on which treasure chest you got. So obviously, if you get the golden one, you're going to be able to get the most there. It looks like 500k solent is possible to pull out of that box, so pretty cool. You can also get artifact selection boxes out of it. You can get precious polished crystal out of it, and various other rewards. That's super good. And again, they scale up, again, with the worst one being the treasure bag, but they're always going to be worth it to do. This is absolutely an event that you're gonna want to go out and do, and it's not gonna make you want to mass murder a bunch of goblins like the last one, which, by the way, was another W event. I'm so sorry, goblins. Okay, some systems have been improved and added. The number of resonance stones required for characteristic resonance has been reduced. A matching rule has been added to ensure the number of magic wand weapons in the area is the same, and improved matching logic on Nebula Island. All right, sounds good. Number of resonance stones required will be changed as follow. For second tier arc boss weapons, it looks like. All right, guys, so it looks like they reduced. The next thing we have here is the number of resonance stones required for characteristic resonance has been reduced. That is both for arc boss weapons and your normal equipment. Now, this is translated from Korean, so like, it's very difficult for me to tell exactly what the hell is going on with this chart, but that Assuming that statement is correct, you should be using less trait resonance stones to unlock your gear. My understanding was that it was only 2 or 3 before per thing, even for normal equipment. So maybe it's down to 1 now, and then arc boss weapons are down to 3 and 6. But it's difficult for me to read the chart because the translation is a little scuffed at the end of the day. So what are you going to do? So it looks like Fantasy Quarter, the Nebula accessories awarded at the extreme stage of the Fantasy Corridor have been changed from necklace belt to one of the necklace belt ring bracelet. Okay, arena ranking points. When the arena ends and a match ends in a draw without any kills, ranking points will no longer decrease. Okay, improved matching rules. The matching rule has been added to ensure that the number of magic wand weapons in the area in the arena is the same. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So you don't have, like, you know, multiple heroes, I guess, on the same team. If there's a magic wand weapon user on a friendly team, there will definitely be a magic wand user on the opposing team as well. So if one team gets a healer, the other team gets a healer. I see. If there are no magic wand healers on a friendly team, then there will be no magic wand users on the opposing team. Magic wands users are limited to 1 per team. Gotcha. Sweet. Fix the bug where the buff would disappear when entering the arena while dead. All right, interesting. Nebula Island. Nebula Island's matching logic has been improved. A system has been added to alleviate the phenomenon of being continuously matched with opponents from previous seasons. The recharge time of Nebula Stones is limited to a maximum of 10 hours. It'll take. The playtime and rechargeable time are displayed on the main window of Nebula Island throughout the item through item charging. The charging time is reset every week. Okay, good to know. Challenge dimension. Additional rewards for challenging dimensional parties. I guess dimensional trials. Matching have been added. Interesting. Okay, so I guess maybe it's random. Maybe they mean random dimensional trial rewards. Additional rewards are only provided with the first challenge of the dimension. 1, 3, and 5 entered through party matchmaking. You can obtain additional rewards when opening the challenge dimensional reward box. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you're getting rewarded for matching with people in dimensional trials because these people have no friends. Some equipment has been adjusted. So here's the balance changes. Dagon's Gust Sword, after using the Whirlwind Shield skill, the Whirlwind Shield projectile launch effect has been added that deals 135% of basic damage with an 80% chance when the shield strike skill hits for 6 seconds. Interesting. In the case of the Whirlwind Shield projectile, the close range, long range, and magical strike hit increase effects are not applied for 2 seconds upon hit. Del Nizua's Cold Sword, this looks like the arc boss weapon, added a damage reduction effect for 3 to 5 seconds when hitting the target. That's what we need. Stronger arc boss weapons. Blade of Annihilation, a 50% increase in damage to monsters has been added. Okay, that's based. Del Nizua's Freezing Slash. Smoke of Welcome. Again, guys, this is translated from Korean, so you're just going to have to bear with me on that. Skill cooldown reduction effect of 30% has been added. Del Nizua's Frost Bow. Skill cooldown time reduction effect of 30% has been added. Swirl Arrow, a 50% increase in damage to monsters has been added. Okay, good. Swirling Arrow. The height of the rising arrow when the skill hits is adjusted to 2.5 meters. Del Nizua's Ice Necklace. Skill casting speed increased by 50% for Hellfire Rain, and the basic stats of the weapon have been slightly changed. Before change, skill reuse speed, and then after change it just says Insight, which I'm not sure what translates to. Okay, and now we're on to the weapon balance changes in the game. So we're looking at longsword here, which is sword and shield. And again, it's getting some slight buffs in here. Again, all this is translated from Korean, but some of your skill specialization points have been buffed up on some of your skill specialization. They fixed some of the tooltips, and they've given you what looks like a little bit more damage. Though it does not looks like they're fixing a few of the bugs with SNS here overall on some of your skill specializations, because you were really bugged out there for a while. But like yeah, it doesn't look like you're getting much damage across the board. Again, you're just you're gonna be able to spec into them a little bit more easily. Great Sword fixed an issue where during guillotine, the weakness effect, which reduces healing by 80% for 6 seconds, was ignoring weakness resistance. Huh? Bro. Okay. Just casual. Dagger. Moonlight teaching. I'm not sure. The fuck that, bro, it's translated from Korean. The part where the attack distance was set differently from 4 meters has been corrected. Okay, so they're just fixing bug issues on Dagger. Crossbow and bug fixes. So it looks like for staff guys, they're changing the skill specializations on Meteor, the reduced like healing amount on Meteor to work in conjunction with Dagger's throwing knife and guillotine blade. And then again, that's Great Sword's guillotine blade. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Like maybe they're like cooperative skills where they cast together and then the healing is reduced, or maybe the heal reduction was just added to the other skills too. I'm not really sure what that means exactly. We're gonna have to see when they add that to the game what exactly they mean by this particular sentence right here. But look ahead to wand here. They just fixed a few of the tooltips and stuff for wand, so nothing special there, and nothing special for longbow or anything else like that. Nothing really cool for them. And that's the rest of the skill specialization changes there. Now we scroll down, we look at the party bulletin board. Added the ability to recruit parties by specifying abyssal dungeons and battlefields on the party bulletin board. That's pretty cool. Good. W change. Oh, look at that. Added an all filter to the challenge dimensional stage filter. Okay, sure. Special store design has been renewed. Okay, cool. So okay, this is just for Korea, so like I can't promise you that we're gonna get the special store or anything like that. So I would take that with a grain of salt right there. Bag added an unequip all equipment and stats sets menu when selecting the equipment you are wearing. Interesting. Well, hopefully you don't accidentally click that right before Rift and Boonstone. That's crazy. HUD improved the mouse rotation experience when mouse click and drag. Added a content points list to the HUD to display all content engagement opportunities at once. All right, sure, I guess, or whatever. Costume added the ability to turn on and off the tattoo function in the Brain God Descent costume. I don't know what the hell costume that. I mean, honestly, I have no idea what costume that is. It's crazy. I love how the Korean patch notes always have these really nice pictures and shit, and then our patch notes are like hobo patch notes. We don't get anything. This is why I have to do the Korean patch notes, guys, because they actually show in a crazy way. Even though it's translated, we know more of what's going on with the game with these patch notes. Our patch notes are just footnotes. It's a little obnoxious. Okay, store. When purchasing items from the store, a feature has been added to purchase only the amount that is lacking compared to the number of items you own in your bag. Okay, that's pretty cool. Right on. That'll be useful for NPCs for like buying the world tree leaves and things like that. And like Stellarite and whatnot. Requests added the shortcuts to the request manager and the buttons that operate the requests. Can we please increase the number of contracts you can accept at a time to 10? I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just gonna be that guy, okay? Anyway. Okay, sure. Minor quality of life changes. What's this? Local events. When you click on a delivery icon in the continent notification, while participating in a local event, the minimap now shows the location of the delivery icon. Oh, that's a W change. That'll help you turn stuff in during events and stuff. Okay, that's a win. That's a win. If multiple icons appear, the minimap will move the icon to the closest to the current character. Right on. Okay. Emoticon 14 Kim Hiller, which I can only assume translates to 14 Helen Keller emotes, have been added to the continent. That's pretty cool. Honestly, very inclusive. Great job in Csoft. Okay, but for real though, the emoticons. All right, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm sure they're cute. They look like pencils, like stilt dry. Wait, what the? Wait, those are trash. Wait, like no offense, but like those are ass. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, nobody cares, bro. Like what? If we're gonna have emoticons, can we make them look a little bit better than black and white, like pencil drawings by a kindergartner? What's happening? Anyway, party to ensure smooth party play. Only the party leader can change the order of party members. Okay. All right, sure. Sure. The party leader can change the order of party members by dragging the party members in the party management UI. The order change for the party leader is synchronized to all party members, and the entire party shares the same party member number. You can also set whether to display your information in the HUD party list through the party management UI. Interesting. When entering a party through matchmaking, it has been improved to display which role was assigned and matched. Ooh, now we know who to blame when the Greatsword Dagger signs up as the tank. You know what I mean? Okay, that's interesting. Okay, raid, improve. Okay, we wish there was a raid. Stop using our trigger word. Improve the display in the raid window with when the same raid member is in a different map or is logged out. Okay, whatever. Guild, when distributing guild items, the order of the guild members' output has been improved to be sorted in ascending order of character name within participants and distributors. Okay, my characters always appears at the top. Sure, whatever. Map added a pin to share your personal pin in chat. Oh, added a button to share your personal pin to chat. Okay, so you can help people a little faster that way. So a search function was added to cooking as well. So you can search for various recipes and things like that to go through. There's not very many recipes in the game though. So okay, I guess. Sure. When rune growth fails, the system message displays the name of the failed stat and accumulated growth points acquired. Okay, sure. Sales settings, the Vanguard's general set. That's, has been changed to be unsellable like the other T2 hero equipment. Okay. Hey man, I'm never selling that set. I'm good with it. Improved information window. Added a context menu to the tooltip items entered via chat links. Okay, item management rules change. Item destruction and lock box items cannot be destroyed or locked. Warehouse storage for limited time items. Warehouse storage is not possible to identify the item. Oof. Okay. Items that no longer have value other than selling after the initial acquisition cannot be stored in the warehouse now. Amatoys, title, transformation, etc. Okay. I don't like that some of my titles stay on my account and like take up a storage slot. That's annoying. Like my Amatoys and like mounts and stuff do this too. Memories of adventure. You can watch the cinematic cutscenes again through the Memories of Wisp Island and Memories of Other Resistances in the Adventurer's Room and the Amatoy House in Castle Village. Okay, gamepad experience has been improved. HUD editing is now possible in a gamepad environment. Huge controller players, huge. Okay, you guys are you guys were like homeless before, bro. Not being able to change your HUD. What the hell? Xbox controller, yeah. So like, here's all the yeah. So controller players are up huge. You guys can actually you're first world citizens now. Congratulations, guys. Camera settings, Xbox controller, improve the editing of the crosshair and character position in the camera settings. Okay, sure, whatever. View event details, Xbox controller, improve the ability to view detailed information about ongoing events in the content notification mode. Okay, that's again specifically for Xbox. Guild, when making a guild donation, you can now make continuous donations by holding down the button. All right, so quality of life change for guild donations. It took like 2 seconds before he clicked 10 times. Like whatever. Okay, sure. Okay, UI error fixes. Okay, so a ton of different little bug fixes that happen with parties and effect detail icons and stuff, guys. In their promotional guide, I'm not reading, bro. All these useless little tiny bugs in your mail and your guild and your party. I don't see any of the critical bugs that people have been complaining about lately, though. It's a little rough, but we'll see. Particularly the war games bugs for the T2 maps. Can we fix those before the tournament happens? That'd be great. Okay, promotional guide. Challenge dimension, fate connection to a party. An event will begin where you can receive additional rewards when you open and clear a reward box after applying to the challenge dimensional party match. Okay, interesting. Honestly, we've got event details. Damn, bro, they're going hard on event rewards. I really need precious polished crystal, bro. Okay, yeah, guys. So this is basically just an event that starts At least it's starting in Korea on the 30th and going to May 14th. It's a 14-day event where you're just going to get way more rune probability boxes for doing your dimensional trials. Is essentially what you're going to do. For party matchmaking dimensional trials, you will get way more rune boxes. Okay, promotion Mirror Boutique Collection Season 2. A total of 14 costumes and 16 appearances will be re-released at 2-week intervals starting on April 16th. Okay, so you'll have a chance. If you've seen an outfit walking around town, you should have a chance to buy that in the month of May. Again, this is happening in Korea, which very likely we will get it in NA and EU, whether it be next week or this, like in a couple days or in a week or two. We should absolutely get this event. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Okay. All right, known issues. For more information, please revert to the known phenomenon. Wait, really? Well, hold on. Now I want to see what are the known issues that you guys know about? No, it's nothing important. I was kind of hoping that they would like, oh yes, we're aware of like the macroing and the scripting and all that other stuff, or like, oh, we're aware of like the different bugs with the various weapons in the game, applying buffs where they're not supposed to and whatnot. No. It's all just event stuff. Okay, well, regardless, guys, remember, like the video. Guys, sign up for the tournaments. I love you. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Catch you out in Silesium.